What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some more news concerning Glovegate Resurrected. The Wilder channels are pushing the narrative, of course, strongly, relentlessly. And now the accusation is that Tyson Fury was caught on camera in the dressing room, okay? Now, I can't make this up. It was caught in the dressing room. It sounds like a lot of clickbait, honestly, you know, if you ask me. And really what it is, it's like the fact that if you guys can remember, because I saw that fight and, you know, and I hosted that fight live for you guys, Tyson Fury in his training, back in his dressing room, someone pulled the plug on the monitor. So because they pulled the plug, or they decided to pull the plug on the monitor and you couldn't see what was going on back there, that was their excuse, or that was their actual gate, an opportunity to say he cheated, or that's when he did or tampered with the gloves when the monitor was off, okay? Now, first off, I could see how someone could see that being suspect. I could, you know, I mean, it is, you could say that, but to say someone, because they pulled the plug, tampered with their gloves when that happened, I think that's reaching still. Why? Because when the gloves were wrapped, the commission was there, JD's was there, so they were already wrapped. Even I can't even remember if that was before or after he even wrapped the gloves. I don't really know when that was, honestly. I just know that for a while their monitor was off in their dressing room. Okay, well, does that mean he did something at that time? No, you know. But to say, yeah, that's when he definitely did, and he definitely did that. So that's what it is. You know, it's a lot of reasons that the plug could have been pulled, people. You know what I mean? He could have, I don't know, they could have been doing something. He could have been changing clothes and they didn't want that monitor showing in their room or whatever. Okay? It's not mandatory, people. What's mandatory is the opposing team, or one of the representatives of the opposing team is there when those gloves get wrapped, and make sure they're wrapped the way they're supposed to, okay? That's mandatory. And it's also mandatory that if it's that's what is required in any sanctioning fight, any professional fight. The representative is there to okay it, to see if it's okay, okay? Because see, here's the thing. Even if the opposing team has a problem with how something is wrapped, okay, then they will go to the opposing, or then go to the rules of that particular state on how do you wrap gauze. You can have tape gauze. A lot of times people do it. A lot of times people have a problem with it because they don't particularly use it or practice it in their gym. Doesn't mean you can't do it in a particular place. Because I remember Edislan de Lara, his representative, was saying that, oh, no, you can't do it, or we don't want you to do it that way. But the representative was like, no, you can do it that way. So it didn't really matter what that opposing team said. It mattered what that official said at the end of the day. But they are there to see and to make sure that those gloves and those tape gauze and the wraps and everything is handled properly. How do you think Antonio Margarito got caught? Now, the question you do ask yourself is, how did this motherfucker get away the first time with Cotto's camp? You know, I mean, it was something that was small. So I think they kind of snuck it in between the wrapping the wrap. And in this case, lo and behold, it fell out. You know what I mean? But Nassim Richardson, knowing the experience that he had, saw that, hey, something ain't right about those wraps, and they start unwrapping them, and boom, it fell out. Then everybody was like, I ain't no say, you know. Now they don't know what the hell it came from or what the hell it was, but they were cheating. But in that corner and in that case, Tyson Fury was you know, he was cleared. Okay, he was cleared by two different people. The party of Wilder, which his representative was JD's, and the representative was there to make sure those gloves and everything and the hands were wrapped right. Okay, besides just the glove, that and any other thing. You know, so people saying, oh, we have leaked footage of Wilder having a dent in his head. You know, you can get punched in the head. And do you understand fist is a blunt object, right? I mean, people are using, oh, this is a blunt object and he was hit, and the doctors and autopsies. First of all, autopsies. Dude, you know autopsies are for dead people? They're for dead people, okay? And I mean, you look, I get it. It's not even a typo. It's just a wrong wording, okay? But let's get the shit right. You know, let's get the wording right if you're trying to convince someone that something bad happened. You know, the worst thing I could see Tyson Fury doing is packed his gloves, meaning he probably punched an object to get more of the cushion in the back versus the front. That's probably why it was like that, okay? But if you wanted to talk about cheating, again, both of them were hitting each other behind the head. You know, roughhousing tactics by Tyson Fury. Okay, and the referee was not in his corner. And if we want to make this a white and black thing, let's look at it like this, people. Kenny Bayless took a point from Tyson Fury. And it was like, why did he take a point right then? Because Deontay Wilder had already been down. Okay, you take a point from the fighter that's up. You know what I mean? So Kenny Bayless was there for Deontay Wilder's behalf. Okay, and if you wanted to, again, you wanted to make a black and white thing, Kenny Bayless is black. But I think it was more of a money thing because they were betting on Deontay Wilder winning over Tyson Fury being a UK fighter. Okay, sure, he signed with ESPN, but they didn't look at him and they didn't see that he was going to beat Deontay Wilder, especially of what happened in the last fight. The last fight, he was all but knocked out, dropped twice, right? It was a draw. So everyone was like, okay, Wilder hits him again like that, he's going to finish him that much earlier. But it didn't happen that way. Okay, so back to the point. The point is, the favoritism wasn't towards Tyson Fury at all. It was in favor of Deontay Wilder. Okay, and Wilder, of course, his team. That's why I'm glad his team stopped the fight, because we would have had that controversy. And here's the thing. If Kenny Bayless would have stopped that fight, everybody would have jumped on Kenny Bayless and called him a coon. Uncle Tom Coon. He stopped the fight, and Deontay Wilder didn't want the fight to be stopped. It's a controversy. And you know what else wouldn't probably be a controversy? More than likely, this Glovegate shit. The Glovegate wouldn't even been a controversy then, because they have something else they can swarm to and blame and put blame on. Okay, that's the real deal. Okay, but back to the whole thing with Tyson Fury turning off the monitor. Does it sound a little suspicious? Yeah, I guess you could if you were looking for it, which they are. But does that mean he was cheating at that time? No, it doesn't mean he was cheating at that time. You know, but just because you couldn't see what was going on, you could assume anything, and that's exactly what they're doing. So good job to the LDBC and the Wilder channels. But until King Wilder comes forth and says anything out of his damn mouth, anything and everything you guys say is not credible. And that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.